Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. So the GALA wave count from the last video, I think I didn't make a video on since yesterday, I think, seems to be working out at the moment. It's a bit too early to confirm that, but obviously we made a new high. GALA seems to be breaking out, I would say as anticipated, because we obviously had the support area. Told you now for days and days, as long as we're holding this support, we can move higher, and it looked like an Elliott wave triangle as well here. We discussed that in the last video. A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave. Yeah, and now a break out of the pattern. Now it's not really too much volume that we see here, so we see less volume than we've seen in the beginning of January. But still, we have a breakout of the pattern, we have a move above the D wave, and we even broke above the B wave high. So technically speaking, this triangle is now broken, and technically speaking, the wave 5 could already be in, right? The reason is that as soon as you have a move above the D wave, you have a first indication the breakout is done. A move above the B wave is a confirmation. So, which in all likelihood, however, should lead to further upside. I mean, you can never rule out that this was a fake out, but you know, we broke to the upside, and I mean, yeah, again, as long as we're now holding the low here, which is sort of the end of the fourth wave, the end of the E wave, this is basically now working support. So we can say we're upgrading support to 4.67 cents. As long as we are holding that, we can focus on higher, but we haven't got a substantial breakout as you would normally like to see it, right? So it still fell back below the last low, and we don't really have massive volume, so it remains, this support area remains valid as well, because what we can never rule out is that we get some sort of a complex correction, which is not a triangle, maybe something else. So maybe here an A wave, 1 second, this could be some sort of weird, well, this would need to be a B wave. Yeah, I mean, different patterns. Other patterns are a bit difficult to construct here. I mean, you could get it, yeah, okay, so you could have something like, if it becomes exotic, like a W, then this was an X wave, or this could have been an X wave, maybe even as a triangle of some sort, or here as an A, B, C in itself, yeah, and then we're coming down now in the Y wave. I mean, these exotic patterns are all possible, but it doesn't matter, or it doesn't really make sense to really, you know, think about them too much, because in the short term, in a corrective pattern, a lot of stuff can happen. Therefore, it's best to just, as I always preach, look at these support areas. This was an entry point here. You know, you had a few days time to enter. Here, there was another entry point, the low of the C wave. And I can only say what I repeated in the AVAX video as well. In the Polkadot video, there is uncertainty in these markets. You never really know if you know, if the breakout is going to be successful. Also, the Elliott waves aren't going to tell you, because there are different patterns. In theory, the market can do everything. You know, I sometimes get the question, could the price come back to whatever, Bitcoin, for example, to 10K? Yeah, surely. You know, is it likely? Yeah, you know, it's not unlikely. But I don't know. And therefore, all we can control is our risk and to enter in these support areas. And here we had time here and time here. Anybody who entered, it's the same game, I would say. Yeah, move up your stop loss and watch the chart. And you know, at some point, if we move higher now, you can realize some more profits. And if you don't, then at least you get stopped out in profit, or at least break even, right? That's sort of where we are. I mean, anybody who entered here in the yellow box is in a much more comfortable position. Now, I don't think is the time to enter now. I mean, yes, we have a breakout. If you're trading breakouts, fair enough, but breakouts can fail. You sometimes get these fake outs, and so it's time for watching, right? It's time for watching. I don't like to trade the breakouts exactly because for that reason. I mean, where's your support now? Your support is down here. So entering now, it's 5.3 cents. Yeah, support is at 4.7. It's quite far away. You can enter, but then you need to work on your position size, which needs to be small. The distance otherwise is quite far away. But again, in the end, it's up to you. What I can tell you only is that obviously if you enter now, the price is already moved, since support is already moved away from support. So it can always fall back, which is not so easy in a support area. When you enter in a support area, then you can quickly move up your stop loss when the price is already moving away, okay? So I always try to preach, this is not crystal balling, as some people try to make it seem, because nobody can predict the market. I'm not making the market. I cannot will the market to do anything. Yeah, it would be nice. I can't will the market to do anything, but I can control my entries. I can look at the chart and I can try to identify the most likely route. But again, my job here is to identify out of a theoretically infinite amount of possibilities, maybe the 1 or 2 or 3 that are very likely. So I always try to educate a bit as well, but a lot of people just don't understand that when they come into the market. They think technical analysis is some kind of magical stuff where you know the future, but of course you don't. But it helps you to identify high reward, low risk trades. But then obviously to apply the trade and to trade and to manage your position size, you need to do that. I can't. I can only give you ideas where the market is probably going to turn around, and I think it was pretty good in January, and seems to be working out here as well. And targets to the upside, we can possibly move them a bit higher now, because wave 4 ended now as per the latest price information here at 4.66 cents. So the latest target for the wave 5 would be 6.68 cents. The very first target for a wave 5 is normally the 38.2 extension, but that would be very short. So 5.9 cents, maybe you should at least see some kind of a reaction there. But most likely we're going to go to the 61.8. At least that's the most likely target. And if it goes really wild, maybe even 7.9 cents. But bear in mind, I said that in the last video, there is resistance here around 7.3 cents. Okay, and that's my update about GALA. I didn't want to move that. That was the update about GALA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership as well for additional content, member-only opportunities videos, signals for gold members, weekly live streams, chat, a great community, and so on. And thanks to all community members for making that work. And also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. There's additional content there every day, or nearly every day, additional content, sorts of mindset stuff and tips about trading as well, some Elliott wave tips sometimes, and things like that. So you should hopefully find it useful. And then I hope you like the update, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.